Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban links on.
Yes, Cuban B.
Now, your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
He does that every time. I would probably be that mad too, you know.
Yeah.
If I had to say that every day.
Every time they had to get blood out of your alpaca, which has to be all the time. Barry.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Barry, you got the job done last night with your long shot play at Louisiana Downs. Money Stacks McMahon comes through with you with Scuderia. Got it 5-1. Any comments on the big winner yesterday?
He actually ran exactly like I thought he would, which kind of rarely happens. Like everything literally lined up the way I thought it would in my head, and it was a fairly easy winner for 5-1. Not bad.
There we go. We will certainly take 5-1 anytime we can get it. Guys, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Wednesday Best Bets. Today, we're focusing our attention beneath the twin spires of Churchill Downs. And to have the best bets for today's Churchill Downs Wednesday card, these can be our high confidence picks. These could be high odds plays. Probably they're a little bit of both. We're talking Churchill Downs Wednesday, the 18th of June, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the card, 12:45 Eastern, 11:45 a.m. God's time, 9:45 a.m. Pacific time, out on the Pacific Coast. And Barry, because of how numbers work, you lead us off today with your play in race 4.
Yeah, race 4. It's a maiden claimer, $40,000 for fillies and mares, or just fillies. Going to 5.5 on the conventional dirt. Notice conventional, because they don't have synthetic at Churchill, thank God. But this is an interesting race. There's some horses here that are going to get bet, some horses with experience, namely the one. It ain't like that. Notice the comment in the form says fractious behind the gate, and the horse kind of did a little bit of running and then trailed. I don't think that's a good sign when this horse is going to draw the rail like this. I really take any kind of excuse to bet against favorites on the rail, and that was good enough for me. My pick is number 5, Unfaithful Rose. Now, you see this horse come into this race for Ethan West, and you'll see a workout May 23rd at Turfway Park. 4 furlongs, 48 flat from the gate, 4 out of 20 on the day. This workout, I believe, was in company with a horse by the name of Moon Mystique, who won yesterday and paid $51 and change as a first-time starter at Indiana Grand in a maiden special weight event. That tells me that this horse probably fits here. Ethan West does really good with first-time starters. He's got a couple of works after that May 23rd work, tighteners for this event. There's no real monsters in this field or anybody, eagerly awaiting a start. Cinnamon Sugar's had 3 starts and really hasn't come close to winning. I know the last race, that horse trailed a horse that ran off, but I couldn't with any confidence say that horse is head and shoulders above everybody else. Same thing with the 1. So I'll give Unfaithful Rose a shot at 15-1. Let's get this done today.
There we go. Barry calling a shot with the first-time starter. Number 5, Unfaithful Rose in the 4th. Real quick, before we hit my best bets for today at Churchill, got to get a word in for the Sure Betties. That's right, our friends at SureBetCoffee.com. They'd sure appreciate it if you picked up a bag of their Breakaway Bold. Remember, $1 of every bag sold goes to equine aftercare and helps take Colombian farmers up out the dope game.
It's time to fuck shit up with Sure Bet in your cup.
All right, Barry, sometimes you know that when you have a best bet, you have to start betting your best bet sometimes more than one race or more ahead of when your best bet actually runs. You got to stretch it into the double. You got to stretch it into a pick 3, whatever. I've got a horse that I love in the 7th that I'm going to try to maximize by starting a race earlier to try to roll a double into the horse that I love, then win betting, and last but not least, an ice cold try using it on top. In the 6th, I thought 2 horses stood to get a good trip and pace set up, sitting right behind the pace. It's going to be the 2, will be, he gets back to the preferred dirt surface today in earnest, I'll say, after a troubled trip last out. You know, sometimes they make that switch and they have trouble, and you're wondering, did they really run their first off of the last surface kind of race, or do they run it now? That's kind of what I'm thinking happens here. I expect this one to run really well for over the surface for Phil Diamato with Jaime Torres up, and I'm also going to use the 9-2 shot, the number 6, Air of Defiance, for Joe Sharp with Brian Hernandez Jr. # BJHJ. This is another one that had trouble last out, but should get a trip and pace set up. Sharp pulling the blinks off of this one, which is a strong move for him. So I'm starting a $5 daily double here with the 2-6, and I wrap it up in race 7, which is my best bet for the day. 6 furlongs, $20,000 allowance on the dirt. I'm playing a $10 win on the number 2, Sombra Dorada. And I'm going to play a $5 ice cold trifecta 2-3-7. Like I said and showed on Monday, I'm fucking fuego with finding and playing singles in these horizontal sequences. The number 2, Sombra Dorada, is exactly the kind of horse I want to single because I think that this horse will make the lead, set relatively soft fractions, and pull away. Blair Jordan, he's getting Edgar Morales up, which is a 22% combination over the last year, and Jordan does well with winners in their next start out. This is a textbook for me, kind of single.
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Now, like I said, this is my best bet, so I don't want to leave any chances. I'm going to go ahead and win bet this, even though I'm using it in the first leg of the double in case I miss. And then I'm going to get cute because I budgeted 25 for my best bets, and I'm going to play an ice cold, just $5 trifecta 2-3-7. Because they go slow, I don't think they really necessarily change position much. So that's going to leave the 2 in front, the 3 kind of right off, a little bit off, and then the 7 a little bit off of the 3. So go $5 trifecta 2-3-7. So that's it for me. My best bets. We got a $5 daily double starting in race 6, 2-6 with the 2, a $10 win in race 7 on number 2, Sombra Dorada 5-1, and a $5 try 2 with the 3-7. Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
I feel that we have to.
Yeah, is mandatory. It's actually in the Constitution, the Notorious OTB Constitution. It hadn't been ratified, but we're talking about it. Barry, what do you got?
So we are in race number 4, $25 to win on number 5, Unfaithful Rose to the Hoop.
Unfaithful Rose. Hoping she stays true to him and gets to the wire first. Here we go. My Wednesday Churchill Downs best bet. Start in race 6 to get to my best bet. We got a $10, should be a $5 double, 2-6 with the 2, and then race 7 we got a $10 win. The number 2, the $5 try 2 with the 3 with the 7 ice cold. That should say 2-3-7. Nick Sievers, Junior Mafia proud, should be just ripping me apart in the old comments right now, but he's not. Anywho, Barry, what you got on deck for us today, buddy?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and cashing a ticket in race 4 at Churchill today.
A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that feels like someone saying, I'm in the import-export business. You know, it's like, oh, okay. So, guys, if you're wondering,
Industries.
Barry's going to be doing dirt this afternoon. If you're
Vandalay Industries.
what kind of dirt would Barry do? Like, what would be Barry's like life of crime?
Doing dirt would be like digging sand out of the beach into a bucket. That's dirty.
Okay. Mine was going to be scamming old people. So that yours is better. Guys, that's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB. These are our best bets for Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow when we look at the Ohio Derby card at Jack Link's Beef Jerky Thistledown Racetrack in North Randall, Ohio. Will I pick the same thing to win the Ohio Derby that I pick every year? Heroin? Tune in and see. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. God's time. We love you. Bye-bye. What are we going to ride out on, Barry? What are we going to ride out on?
Matthew, be careful. It's slippery right there, sir. Jesus Christ. Come back.